Hey everyone! This video is gonna be just like showing you guys a few things that I have gotten recently that like none of them warrant their own video or review, but I do want to show you guys like just some little stuff I've been getting. And like honestly, a lot of my figure pre-orders have just been getting pushed back, so that's why I haven't been able to review any anime figures. But yeah, we'll start out with like, got this yokai watch. I've been wanting a yokai watch for a while. I've played only the first 3DS game. I don't want to pay the prices for the second one. But yeah, I've only played the first one. I love it a lot. And this one only has one coin. I just thrifted this. But it's got Jibaneon, which is nice that it's like he is like the mascot. I haven't figured out how to get it to work. So I'll probably just do that later, but from Five Below, I already took the keychain off because I thought it looked cuter as like a little false perfume bottle, but this is just like a, I guess technically it's a lava lamp, right? Well, not really, but anyways, you see the water in there with the glitter. Miku and Cinnamoroll collab. Cinnamoroll like just recently placed like what, second in the Sanrio character collab, or sorry, the Sanrio character like popularity poll. And I'm really glad because Cinnamoroll has gotten first place too many times in a row, and it has kind of made me like just slightly dislike Cinnamoroll for that reason. My favorite is My Melody, so I'm glad at least like she gets a lot of merchandise and stuff. But anyways, that's that. I think that's super cute. Put that on my Miku shelf. Continuing with Sanrio, these are from Pop Mart. I have two, so I've got little twin stars and Keroppi. But if you twist a little handle up here, it's supposed to be like, I guess like a pocket watch, but it's hard to do one-handed. Anyways, if you twist it here at the top, you see the hands move, so it's really cute. You had to kind of put it together, like it's the character and this outer shell, this like top dome. I'm worried about actually using this as a keychain because I feel like the dome would fall off, even though like it's pretty well in there. Some are looser, like this one's super loose. It comes off super easily, but these are just super cute. I'm not into blind boxes because I usually only want like one or two of the possibilities. I obviously wanted My Melody. I'm happy with these two. Luckily I was able to trade with a friend because I actually pulled two different ones, Pochaco and Papa Purin. But that's why I'm not into blind boxes. You guys are hopefully never gonna see me like get a whole box of blind boxes. Oh my gosh, I just can't. I can't. And I've seen like blind boxes for BJDs. I feel like it's somewhat gambling, and like I said, I only like one or two, so I just can't do that to myself. Hopefully you guys never see me do that on this channel. But anyways, something doll related. I've gotten very few dolls since like my last doll related video. And that's just because, I mean, I'm not buying American Girl doll. I still want Melody, but Rainbow High is like not, they got rebooted, and I'm missing like very few dolls that I want from Rainbow High, and they're obviously all like pre-reboot. Anyways, basically I'm saying like the dolls that I want are a bit harder to come across, and I'm genuinely not really going out of my way to seek them out. But I did come across this Lottie doll at a yard sale, and I have been wanting a Lottie doll for a while now, like maybe 2 years. Like I said, I haven't gone out of my way to get one, mostly because I also would want like so many of them. I think she's super cute. They're just like these little dolls, like how small she is. I do think, well, I just think she's very cute in general, but my mom immediately compared her to Koron, which like I can see the similarities. They got the same cut. But yeah, I think Lottie dolls are super cute. I'm not crazy about this outfit. This is one of the ballerina ones. Obviously, she's missing her shoes. But yeah, I'm down to make her more clothes. I also think their outfits are just always super cute. They're like really sweet. So yeah, I'm really glad to have a Lottie doll. Alright, and then Legend of Zelda tins. These all have mints. I could care less for the mints. I'll eat them eventually, I guess, but these are... They have some pretty cool shapes. So that's these. I haven't tried them. And I honestly just bought them for the tins themselves. I usually put like game cartridges in here or just little trinkets. This one, these are shaped like little swords. And these are just normal mints. Yeah, these are super cool. I always like stuff like this. I got these. I'm sure you get them other places, but I just kind of found them at like a grocery store that happened to have a lot of like cute stuff like this, and I got one of each. Even though, like, I'm gonna be honest, Breath of the Wild Link is not my favorite design. I really prefer like Link when he's in green. But I just had to complete the set. I do think they're really cool. I got 2 My Little Pony DIY storage boxes at Miniso because they have a My Little Pony collab going on. And I'm so glad that G4 is like still technically alive. Like, they're making, I would say, like most G4 merchandise is like available in Asia and not really in the US. So, I mean, this is why Miniso had these. But these are acrylic, so they're really cool. I think acrylic things are so pretty. I haven't put them together yet. I'll probably do that off camera because holding my phone with my other hand. But yeah, these are cute. I just yearning for G4 merchandise. Well, I'll make these off screen and then show them to you, but maybe possibly the best thing in this haul, because I am, oh my goodness, I can't believe I have this. But yes, part 7 of JoJo's Steel Ball Run, the first volume in English. I don't have any JoJo manga. I have a bit of manga in general, maybe like 7 volumes. I try not to collect manga. It's not something I want to get into because I do not want to spend the money on like completing a whole series. It's just not worth it for me, especially because I've either like it's the money, honestly. It's the money, and I don't go back to reread them, so it just wouldn't be worth it for me to buy them. I just would read it once and that's it. Because like if anything, I'll just like read it online because it works out better, like just to pay for a small subscription. But I went to a manga store. I was not expecting to find anything. But they had this there. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I have this. I literally got it yesterday. I only showed myself the first page. But I am like, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited I can't even like properly communicate my excitement. But it feels so great to like have some sort of JoJo media again after finishing part 6. I'm a pretty big JoJo's fan, you could say. Yeah, I've just been waiting to read this for a while. Anyways, this is not the last thing. Still have a bit more. But, I have fallen to the Chiikawa craze that is going on right now. And my favorite is Hachiware. I also saw, like, it's kind of a little trend in Japan to put plushies in these ice cream cups. and turn it into a keychain. As you can see, my Hachiwara plush already has a keychain at the top, so I still have to cut like a little hole for that at the top of this ice cream case. But here's Hachiwara, so squishable. I just think he's super cute. Just a little guy. So I put the My Little Pony storage containers together. These are just so pretty. I'm really glad Miniso has this collab because they also have like purses and stationery and other cute G4 things. They will put like sewing supplies in this one and stationery in this one. But we still got a few things to show. I got this magnet, original Powerpuff Girls. I love them so much. I need to find, I had a Powerpuff Girl comics from when they were coming out. I had a few from then. I need to find them. I have them somewhere, but they're probably in my attic. The same place, the same manga store I got this from. The first time I went there, I picked up the first Astro Boy omnibus. Alrighty, so this is what the My Little Pony storage bins look like. I just think acrylic is really pretty, so anytime it's being used, I'm gonna like it. It's got the main 6 on here. I'm just so glad that G4 is getting something nowadays. I think they actually do more merchandise in Asia that just like doesn't really come to the US, but they're still alive, and these are from Miniso, so they weren't like super out of the way. Yeah, super pretty. Very glad that these are also definitely targeted towards like a bit of an older audience, because G4's audience was like what, like 4 to 7 or something. So yeah, very nice that these exist. Super cute. I might put stationery in this top one, maybe sewing supplies in this one. But yeah, the same manga place I got this one from, the first time I went to that manga store, I got the Astro Boy omnibus. I have seen, not completely, but I have watched like at least the first episode of like every reboot. Obviously I started with the 2009 movie, and I think this is probably a good place to start. I'm not far in at all. But yeah, I really like Astro Boy. I feel like Astro Boy stuff is also like not really easy to come across. Actually, I think I'll just try to order some Astro Boy things from Japan. I definitely want to have like an Astro Boy figure of some sort. But yeah, I think he's super cool. And then actually the last thing, well, small thing, Powerpuff Girl magnet. Buttercup is my favorite. I need to find my Powerpuff Girl comics. I have those somewhere. I think they're in my attic. But like not super long ago, I guess last year at this point, I always had the Buttercup plushie, and I just found the other 2 girls. So like completing that trio was really satisfying. But yeah, Buttercup's my favorite, so that's just a little magnet of her. Last thing though is this My Little Pony comic. Now this is recent, but it is G4 related, which is why I got it. I'm not super into the comics. I do own a couple at this point, but yeah, a one-shot. I don't know what's really up with the comics in terms of like continuity and story and stuff. I know a lot of them aren't like super related to the show. I mean, honestly, I just don't know a lot about the comics in general, I'm gonna be honest, but like I said, I'm fiending for G4 stuff, so at this point, I think this is what's gonna satisfy me. Yeah, I saw Cadence, and I was like, alright, as long as it's not G5, because I know right now they are doing, like, all G5. The use of G5 logo always throws me off, but I think that's just because they have to use, like, the most recent logo. I'm really nostalgic for, like, the first 2 logos they used. But yeah, I'll have to get around to reading this. Well, get around to reading all of this. But yeah, that was, not a very quick video, but just little things I've gotten recently. Like I said, my figure pre-orders are getting pushed back. Like, I think I had one thing get pushed back for 3 months, which is just really wild. I don't know what that's about. But yeah. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.